So this PowerPoint presentation is going to talk about NetSupport. And I don't know if you have it installed in your computers right now, but if you do, you have the demo version that lasts for like 30 days or whatever. And, and so I just wanted to show you a few things about NetSupport. NetSupport is a way to hook up a bunch of other computers and for you to be able to talk to some of your students through the computer. And so there's this thing where you have a plain white screen, whiteboard screen, that you can show students as if you were just lecturing. And so the students would be following you, and generally you'd have this done on a computer without projecting on the screen because the whiteboard is here. And I think NetSupport is advanced where you actually can get somebody off site to participate also. And before it used to just be the local network, but I think NetSupport has allowed people to be able to participate off-site, kind of like CCC Confer. And the neat thing about this, and the main reason why I use it, I use this in a room with desktops, and I have them do work on, in my Path to Statistics course, I have them do work on Google Docs and Google Sheets. And so what I generally do is I monitor the students and see how they're doing. And if I find somebody doing things like doing something that I want to show the rest of the class, I can take their screen and I can project it on my screen, or I can actually project it on their own screens also, where they have to just sit there and watch another student working on it. So there's a way where I can take over somebody's screen, or I can show somebody's screen to everybody else. So it's kind of like a neat feature. Another thing that's kind of neat about this is everybody has a computer, and at some point, if I want them to pay attention and look at me, I can actually either blank the screen where now there's nothing happening, or I can lock it, and then they'll see that there's a big padlock on their screen, and that's all. They can't do anything else. So those are other neat features to get them to pay attention. Another neat thing, and this is one of the first things that Amelito was able to do, and when he wrote grants and had wrote grants for like a cart of laptops, is this whole idea of interaction, where he'd have a worksheet that he would hand out to students virtually onto their computers, and the students would work on their worksheets on their own computer, and when they were done they would save it, and then he would be able to collect it. And so that's a really neat feature where, you know, they can essentially take a quiz without any paper because they would be doing everything on the computer. And again, works nice with a tablet PC, but if you have a desktop, well, unless, you know, you just ask them to type things in. Otherwise, the tablet PC would work better. So there's survey tools where in the middle of an exercise, you want to stop and take a poll and see how they're doing. You can do a survey. You can do a bunch of other things. So if you're interested in this, and if your campus has some extra money laying around that they're looking to spend on technology, this might be an interesting, fun thing to do. Some of you guys are going to break up into different groups later on, and Amelito is going to take a group of you to a lab where they have NetSupport, and he said he was going to try it out on some of you guys. So if you're in that group, then you get to see it. If not, you can go to the NetSupport website by just typing NetSupport and Googling it and see what you can find. Yeah, question?
In your experience using NetSupport,